Hello everyone and welcome back to Riverbend Springs. We've got a really busy day ahead of us now. If everything goes to plan, I literally want to get every single field planted and rolled today. It's a lot, I know, it's a lot to ask. But I think if anything's capable, our team is, so... I know I said I wasn't going to use it, but I feel that in order for success we need this guy on the go as well. So I am going to rent a bigger planter with a fertilizer attached. But what I also need to do is get this guy out. Because I feel that this guy can certainly start on smaller fields like field 10. So the plan this year, as I've said before, every field will be either sugar. I've been playing UK map lately. Every field will be either wheat or barley. We're going to do no root crops this year, just because it means we can focus on a bit more efficiency. Take this guy off, I'm then going to go to the shop. The Massive Ferguson is already over at the shop with the flat because I'm going to need probably 3 or 4 seed and 3 or 4 fertilizer. I made the mistake last time putting all the fertilizer in the sprayer. Here's our stay. Now what I'm also going to do on there, once I've loaded onto the flatbed, I'm actually going to take... I might bring it back to the farm. No, because I'm going to use it over here. I might actually... I don't know what to say, but basically I want to upgrade this to white tyres. To make it look better, make it work better with this. In real life we make it work better with the game, it makes bugger all difference. But basically upgrade this to the white tyres. I'm going to get it a front weight to help it. This is our most powerful track, this is 300 horsepower, which is fantastic. That's why I did prick lights on them. And we've got the narrows on the Bahar, so if we need to go in a field, we just have to make sure we use that. There we are, there's my beloved Massive Ferguson. So let's do the upgrade first. I'm just going to sort him out first. Oh no, he's figured himself out. Over here. I'll do a repair while I'm here. Why not? Customize. What difference does that make? As I've said it before, well, this is the biggest engine, so it doesn't matter. Look, if I go to wide tyres and weights, like that, 7 grand. Also, you'll be some nice. Hang on, if I do this right. Like how the dirt changes over that. No, let's leave it standard. No. Oh, that might actually. I will leave it standard. So yeah, we're going to the wide tyres with the weights, try and help it balance out. I was maybe hoping to buy that parsnip field at the end of this episode, but it's looking, unless I can get some good contracts, or we can do some good wheat selling, we can do some good selling of wood. There should be quite a lot of wood down the summer, I'm thinking about it. Alright, nothing in the user interest other than note. So I'm going to start off with the cedar. Obviously with 300 horsepower to play with now, that was always, I've always loved that one. Insanely wide working width. If we go, we've got... And technically we could run that. What's that cost us to lease? 10 grand. Interesting. My original thought was going to be around something like this. That doesn't seed. Doesn't fertilize, sorry, how does that? Yeah, I definitely want one that just fertilizes as well. I always thought that was 8 meters. Are you? I mean, I'm tempted just to say, sorry, go for that. What we're losing, the speed that it'll do the fields at will be unreal. No plan, why to plan back? I mean, let's go for it. And what I'm also going to want, I've got about 2,000 litres of seeds, but I think I'll need more. I'm gonna buy 4 bags of that. And then I'm gonna buy 4 bags of fertilizer spreader. Oh, fertilizer. Wow, our money situation really has. Oh, and a weight. And an interesting front weight, just because I want to try and make sure this tractor's 450. Oh, nice. I like some of these slightly more like the homemade style, or something with a bit of style to it. That way it's not heavy. I think that 1250 is actually not a bad option, you know. What's it there? We can actually make it 1750. Right, so first of all, but you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to load the trailer first. Load the trailer up first. I'm going to take the seeder back to the farm. I'm going to first of all fill it with the seed that we've got in the let's see, we've got in the massive pallets, and then from there top it off with the seed we bought. Hopefully I've bought enough. So obviously once we've done this, the massive figs are going to go on to rolling duty. That thing, once again, it still stands that I'd try and make these fields as productive as possible. Oh, this is very much on the edge of what this could do. I'm probably going to buy a forklift for the shop at some point and just give myself the money back and just keep it here. Speaking of forklift, before we leave here, I'm just going to nip to the grain mill and show you how much it's already produced, because that is, let's say that is going well. Come on, don't let go. Obviously we all know about the strap plug at the moment, so yep, all 4,000 have been listed. Grab the seeds. What I will do is when we get back, I will get back to the farm and drop the front arms off on the farmyard. And for that, I'll have a quick look at the animals. Anyway, it's obviously 4,000 litres of seeds obviously isn't quite as heavy, so it's not as unhappy about that. There we go. Right, so I can send you now back to the main farm. You get a head start on me. And well, I'll spin the weight onto the front and then we'll pick up the seed. Obviously I could just use the buy anything station, but as we learned a few episodes ago, that's ripping me off big style, so come on, grab it. Not that way round. And now run it over. I was hoping to make less silly mistakes this episode, but clearly that ain't gonna work. The guys in the shop must just be looking out at me and going, what is that idiot doing? There we go. Oh. The game will let the front load just clip through the way, but I'd never lie the way, so try and be semi-realistic. Like I say, wheat and barley, that's going to be basically my two options. Oh yeah, quickly before we go. Already. That 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22,000 litres already, and look all that's still going to go through. As for the canning factory, that's hopefully once again looking for a really good payday when things ready. Flour, January, reserve foods, March. That's good, at least there's a bit of a gap in between them. And the animals, while I'm here, you guys are good. You guys are great. You guys are getting down. That's the problem. And until those bales ferment, which should be next month, and I'm a little worried about them. I'm gonna forward this. Use this to check how much planks is produced. 7,000 planks long, 5,000 wood chips, 30,000 litres of wood chips. Only September's the best month for selling water. Okay. You saw me coming and you still pulled out, you absolute wetwap. Yeah, we'll get this baby filled up. I'm hoping, if I need to end up buying more seed and fertilizer, I need to buy more. And I hope I can get away without it. And I might start on the big field right here at the farm. Well, I've never used to be on the fence before, but there you go. Yeah, this is the big plan, just to have basically next year to be able to love the grain mill, basically. Yeah, close to the field. I don't want to have to try and take it in there, because I'd love to know which mod it is causing this, because the seeds I can't buy the seeds in these like gold hubs, but I seem to be able to. I'm gonna take it from these first. We've had these sat around the farm for a while, so. Right, so now we'll go around. Why do you put a tree in these out of the way? The rollers are there, we'll just need those. I think I've seen this for that arms on this, we got it. So he should be waiting around here for me, yeah, he is. Take the fertilizer, please. I may not even put the fertilizer to fully fill it here, but there is one bag left in my storage. Oh, I have another. No. I can always start with just this in and see if I need to go buy some more, I need to go buy some more. Obviously an expensive time, but with a bit of luck, spend it now, make it back later. Alright, so let's do this to steer assist. I'm going to start at the far end over there. This machine's been a staple for quite a few FSs now, and yeah, it is a brilliant one. Right, so I shall get on with this, and hopefully by the next time you see us, we'll have at least this one field done. Folks, enjoy. with this because it shows you that probably oversized these fields a little bit, but we're almost done with this one. Then we'll move down. I realise I've put barley on both, so what I'll do is I'll put wheat on the 2 fields by the cow barn. I'll get him to put wheat or barley on field 2 over there. And I think the Matty Ferguson can get onto rolling duties. Anyway, I was looking through, I was just thinking of doing it. Once we've done this, we might try and get a bit of a sale going on. I'd like to buy field 15 today. Before it's harvested. When does a contract to do it? I mean, I could do is take the contract out to do it, but no, I'd rather have the parsnips, make them into preserves. Right, so that's that field done. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come into the mass here a second, which is here. Oh, I do have more seeds, that's good. Do that, trailer just there for now. What I'll do is once the Deutsch is done, I'm going to move him onto field 2. Oh, this goes on down the roller. Why did I put it in the other way round? I have to move the combine, doesn't it? My own fault, I know, but I say hopefully this combine's going to get a year off. And if I leave it there, I guarantee you one of the AI will suddenly want that very millimetre of concrete that I put it on, because it always bloody does. That'll do for now. Be out. Yeah, these rollers, get these working on that field. Come on, you. Obviously this guy's got pretty good working width as well, so it shouldn't be too slow. That's the other thing, it's about making sure that like, all this gets done, because that's all stuff that's going to help boost the yield, and then little yield boosts to add up. I want to make sure he doesn't self. Ah, he just faces good timing. Obviously this field now wants rolling as well. This year, like I say, I've widened it pretty much just close to the railway lines as I dare get. I still long term probably this will end up being an area for some productions or something, but might as well keep it productive in the time until we get there, certainly. On the silage to ferment. That silage should ferment next month. And we can pop the cows up. We also got some more to go for the young cows. Obviously once they get 18 months old they get moved. They're moved into the big one, and if ones in the XL have babies, which they're not far off, they get moved back into the littler barn. So now full again. Wheat on this field. I'm going to with more wheat than barley just because it's... So we get straw off both, which I'll need more while doing. I'll sell all last year's straw first. So dating to slightly, but as I'm going to say, literally just last night watched the start of Clarkson's Farm season 4, though anyone's seen it. Hoping you have. If you're into this, then I would assume you're at least a passing interest in things like that. Sorry. Trust him. It's funny to watch him making some of the same mistakes I do, forgetting to lower the cedar and things. Now, I don't think it's good stuff. I don't think it's good anything like that because it just makes him look a buffoon. Also, maybe laugh at this is spoilers for Clarkson's Farm 4, by the way. So if you've not seen it yet, maybe close your ears for a couple of seconds. But his new tractor is Lamborghini. That looks remarkably similar to this. He's got the big one. He's got the 340 horse, but it showed you a close-up of the front with the Lamborghini logo, and you could see where they obviously peeled off the Deutsche Fahrer logo to do it. It just made me laugh, and obviously what they'd set up in order to make it work for the TV show. Still like to know, because we meet the horsepower requirements where we're not getting full speed out of this thing. Servicing's at max. I was not expecting that to take that corner then, I will be honest. It has missed a bit, which I'm not happy about. So we're going to go back and do that again. Come on, move please. But yeah, his new Lamborghini, or say tweets. Well, we know Lamborghini and Deutsch are the same. I don't know if Lamborghini are actually back in this game, are they? I don't think officially. I think there is a couple of mods of it, but yeah, he's got the 340 horse version of the Warrior there, which one I've been using. So it might. So to me, he followed me, copied me, and he got himself a Deutsch. I was obviously when he had all the tractors there. I was cheering for the Fent, as anyone who knows me will know. He still should have gone for that. He had a really nice 720. Oh yeah, that would have been an amazing tractor to use. I don't hate the autosave because he does a bloody good job, but still, his timing. See how that's done. Yeah, hopefully if this all goes to plan, folks, we are gonna come the end of the year. I'm just gonna rent a big. I already have in mind the house I'm gonna rent, and I'd like you to have a guess. Leave a comment below of what you think I'm gonna buy. I don't think I've mentioned this brand before. It was a mod which actually only came out a couple of days before I recorded this, so certainly when we first started thinking about it, I wasn't thinking this one. Now, there might be a different one coming out now and then and change my mind again, but I very much doubt it. I like to use it. It's something different. It's something you don't see a lot of. I haven't seen many other YouTubers looking at this brand. And the reason why I got this Steyr, because once again, it's just the one that seems to get the least. Love. I mean, judging by the real lights, I am pretty confident. It's obviously just a. You know, I'm assuming they're owned by the same company these days. Certainly, say the design makes me think that. I have to do a quick Google in a second when I'm not navigating. Hopefully I'm going up for seeds. I'm going up for seeds, I could do with a seed calculator in this game because I seem to always end up buying way too many. But I don't want to run out midfield and end up having to piss about then. Have a look, I'm just doing a quick Google here. Make sure I spell it correctly. Steyr. Okay, apparently Steyr rounds are good a gun company. Make air rifles and stuff. That's not what I expected to see. Only be a slower way to plant seeds, it's only be a fun one. Well, I've slightly got ahead of myself then, didn't I? Look. This is what I get when I don't pay full attention. Well, you know, text and seed, folks. Yeah, I'd never been one of these farmers who TikTok while doing it. I'd end up freaking driving the tractor into a tree. I've done that in this game many a times while not trying to do other things. I'm going to Google a bit more precise here, it's not giving me purchased by Case Corporation in 1996. Now owned by Fiat. Christ. So I expect it to break down very soon. So yeah, so Austrian, owned by Case. suppose it's like the car industry now, isn't it, where there's just a few big players who control most of the market. Daimler. Steyr Daimler Pooch with the company van. Apparently the place is called Steyr Austria. Oh, don't waste it like that. There's a little bit there that I think the freaking Ripper missed, which is annoying, but... But I don't think... Oh, this is a direct drill, looks like it's gone over it. Nice. I know the grass field is ready to harvest again, but to be honest with you, there's 2 stages of harvesting with grass, so I'm waiting for the second one. Plus my sort of plan is, if it was to plant, if this goes as I want it to, and I can buy that other field today, I'm going to quickly rip the parsnips off it and I'm going to plant grass on it. With SM462. Oh, an old yard, log yard. Well, we do have logging coming up when I do deal with the trees I planted over there. Not for a long time yet. Well, we have better ways of doing it than using one of them. So, no. No use to us. I was talking that. I mean, I'd love to buy it, but no. The funny thing is, when you think about it, what you wonder is actually. I mean, in this game, we look to own things, but is it actually worth it? So if this works as I planned, I mean, we're planting all these today. If they're all ready to harvest next July, and I just rent one big machine, I can hopefully just do the whole lot in one day. So it cost me about 30k, 40k to rent machine and header. A header barge. But in renting that, it's far cheaper than buying one. And if at the same time one of the AI happens to have a field ready that can harvest, or a contract, you know, I can offset some of that cost. I'm tempted by something like that. Anything to go to the canning. I'm on 24 spinach to the grain terminal. 20 grand, it's only 1200 quid lost for... I am tempted just to stick AI on that, you know. Because it's 20 grand. I mean, we auto drive, I can probably just about zero input it. In fact, you know what? Because I am actually... I screwed up there. I should have... Did the rent up on that? Okay, so... How much does the spinach machine now cost me to rent? Because I screwed that one up. Cancel it. Hoping it might put the contract back on. I doubt it will, but... I wasn't going to pay full rental price when you let me use this for like a lot cheaper. That wasn't my bad. Now that's interesting. So I do buy that field. I just take some parsnips down there and make a lot of money. And pay attention there, you're in the middle of a job. Focus. That's another field done. He's getting well on with that. He's hopefully not far finished that. And I'm going to be able to return this. Do you reckon if I take that and just send one of my tractors over there when I'm done? Worth a thought. I mean, that's like half the cost of the contract, half the cost of the rental. Pay back to me in one go. So I say we're going to have what? 2 barley fields, 3 wheat fields. And that's going to take him quite a while. Look, it should give me a time actually if I... Half an hour yet, okay. That's alright, there's no big execs, it gives us a chance to catch up with some of the other jobs around here. I mean, that's going to get us done today easily. Or certainly in this day episode. What I'm going to do is I'm going to chuck this on another time lapse, which hopefully get this field done. Then we can move on to some of the other jobs I want to get done. So thank you, enjoy. You a poster across the front of me there? Absolute moron. When he's went to the town that I was looking at that school bus. Now assuming they're sort of semi-realistic, the rear overhang on that thing was insane. Imagine they'd be terrible to drive on the road if you weren't for the tail swing taking out any, buildings, people or any... He's determined to get me. He's done an Agent 47 with that fucking grey car. But if it wasn't for the tail swing, then climbing a hill, the possibility of grounding the back end out must be absolute madness. I'm not sure I'd love to drive on there. I mean, you can all see that, right? Can't you? The car's despawned, but the driver hasn't, so he's Wonder Womaning over there. So I say, well, I'm going to get this guy, I'm going to get an AI to do this. Because to me, this is just to offset the rental cost of the cedar unit. What I'm going to do to finish today is jump in this guy, and I'm going to go and roll those 2 fields that I planted earlier. Obviously our friend over here is getting on, and once he's done that, there's another one rolling, but I think that's going to be next time now. Those I never realised, well, Lexi, those rear lights do work as indicators. Oh wow, they alternate flash as well when the lights. Pretty cool. I like little touches like that. Obviously it's American style because it's a red flasher, because the Americans, for some reason, think that's a good idea. I expect the same light as the brake light flash when we're indicating. Yeah, that sounds like a superb thing to do. I'll be kind of careful with these because they're a bit... You can't really lift them, so once they're unfolded... That's it. Man, the tyres will hate that. And I think he's turned on these then. Obviously there's a couple of things. Just in game this gives you a like 5% yield boost. What in real life what it will do is it will help smoothen the surface. You see there. Next thing he's doing in real life, it will push the stones down. It will smoothen the surface, make harvesting easier, make everything, give you less wear on your machinery basically. If I get these 2 done, then it should be us getting nicely sorted. There's no point trying to be over fancy about this because I can't lift it. I can reverse with it, it's going to be not the easiest thing in the world to do. it go. I've used the right crop any. Yeah, 5% done already. That's good. So yeah, this actually went quicker than I thought. I felt like we were going to struggle to get all this done in a day. I obviously underestimated. I didn't expect to go for that bigger cedar, which I think has helped a lot. I thought I was going to play that little blue one, but at least having that has got us through it all in basically just in the morning. In the afternoon, we can try and get some other jobs. And I say my plan is, for the next episode now, but for this afternoon, is to grab the flatbed, grab all the wood from the sawmill and all these cement blocks, get all that sold. I'm hoping that's going to give me enough money to be able to buy that field. 140 grand, plus rent a parsnip machine. Again, might as well load them into our canning factory while we've got it rented, because that'll give us even more payout later. And then we'll be able to rip that field and just plant grass on it. Then we'll have another field that we can use between hay and silage for as long as we need to till possibly next year it'll go back into crop, but it's just too late this year. I don't want to try and turn that around in a day. Like I say, one of my big goals here is for all of these fields to be ready on the same day. Yeah. Why is that only showing one stage of fertilizer? I thought, because I fertilised all of these with the sprayer, and I thought that would 100% it. Unless it hasn't liked putting two stages down on the same. I think I messed that one up there, didn't I? I'm going to have to now fertilise them all again. What I'm going to edit the salty spreader as well, because 50 metre, as cool as it sounds, is just massively overkill for our fields. So I'm going to probably knock that down. I think 36 will be enough. The trouble is with the 50s, it would only go down to like 40 as it's smallest, whereas if I knock it down, then it's got more better options, probably better usage for us. One day we might have fields big enough, we got fields like these over here, but I generally tried to hit the lift button there, and it ain't gonna work, because I can't lift this machine. At least this is going from decent pace. I mean, what's the deal on this roller? I don't even know where we find it. Max speed to us, we are doing the max speed. Is good. Now on sale, Evers Agritronic. Right, we're going to look what that is. I've absolutely no idea. I can't have a look because it's lunchtime and the salesman's having his lunch. I always get caught out by that, don't I? I'd say I like that mod. Stops you 4 AM bothering to go and buy something, but maybe that hasn't. No, it's just where I think I turned. Oh no, not that line. I'm gonna miss a corner there, aren't I? Yep. There. Don't want any stones left if I can help it. If I get this field done, we'll probably call it a part here, and we're going to start next one with me just doing that field over there, so it's going to be a straight continuation. But it's been such a productive morning. I mean, we're then going into like the winter period, it's probably not going to be a lot to do. I'm probably going to be skipping a month or two where, in case of making sure the animals are fed and pallets are moved. I'm looking at that little barn there, thinking that's a great place for silage bunkers, so that might be a future project as well. Put something silage there, and be able to do bunker silage as well as doing bales all the time. See what's best for the farm. Yeah, he's doing alright. He's already over a third done. I think he's going to just get done in time as well, which is good. give us a couple of fields left to roll. I think that's one thing you don't get contracts for any field rolling. Is there anything else? Any more sowing while I'm here? If a housing contract reappears. Sadly not. In Bell Rapids is always a field that we've done a few times, so I don't want to bore you guys with that again. The difference is we now own the wrapper, so makes it a lot easier. But anyway, as I do this last line here, I'm going to end this one here, folks. So thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Check out the rest of the channel. There's a lot of great stuff on here at the moment. There's a lot of hard work going in, and I think it really shows in the quality. Check out them. And actually, I'm not going to say I don't know if that series is out yet, but there's some really good new series currently in production that hopefully are out by the time this video comes. But if they're not, it should be soon. Yeah, thank you very much. Until next time, we'll see ya. Goodbye.